Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Mr. Fix-It channel. Working on the cross kart again, doing some performance mods. Stay tuned. Alright, so what I got going on here is a front brake upgrade. So the front brake on this, the whole front suspension on this is a Z400 Suzuki. So this is the original front brake caliper. It is a single pot, as in one piston. And I'm going to upgrade to a dual piston. It's a pretty easy mod. If you got a Z400, you can do this yourself. A couple little modifications. These came off, or well, they didn't come off. These are brand new, but these are for 2004 to 2006 YFZ 450. All right, so step one, of course, is take a wheel. All right, you're going to want to crack your line loose first before you take this off. Alright, now I'm going to take the bolts out to hold the caliper on. See if I can wiggle this guy off of here. Alright, we'll just set that off to the side. Alright, so the first modification we got to do is to this dust cover, dust shield thing, whatever you want to call this thing, because our caliper is quite a bit bigger. I'm just going to take and I'm going to cut this right here like this. Cut that sharp point off of there. Okay, you could opt to just remove this dust cover, but I'm going to keep them on. The other modification you got to do is there's a screw, I don't know if you can see it, right in there that holds the dust cover. It's going to hit this caliper bracket. So I'm going to put the bolt in on the bottom. And right there where it's bumping up against it, I'm going to take my marker here and I'm going to mark where I got to grind some material away. Alright, if you can see there, those are my two marks. That marks both sides of that bolt. I'm just going to grind a little bit out of this. Okay, if you can see that, just a little bit ground off of that bracket. Right now this thing should slip on there and bolt right down. Alright, now we can swap the lines over. Snug this thing up nice and tight. Now it's just a matter of bleeding it out. Clean off all the brake fluid here. Top this up with some fresh DOT 4. Stick these wheels back on here real quick. Alright, let me grab my helmet and we'll go bed in these brake pads. Got brakes. Bad idea. Come down this road right now. All the hunters out. Trucks and everything. I picked the perfect time to come down this road. There's usually never anybody out here. Go up there and turn around and we'll go back down to the trails. Alright, the brakes are spongy. So usually what I do, this is a trick, I didn't come up with this trick. This is probably an old trick, and that's to put pressure on the brakes and let it sit overnight. So I'm going to take this ratchet strap, I'm going to strap it so it holds the brake down, and I'll come back out here tomorrow and see if that made a difference. That is, if I can figure out a good way to strap these down. You know, let's go to these bars. How about that? Alright, that'll put some pressure on the brake. I'll let this sit overnight. This usually does it on motorcycles. I'm hoping it's going to do it here. So these dual piston brakes, they require more fluid volume. this master cylinder may not be able to produce the volume. I bought a dual piston master cylinder because what I wanted to do was I wanted to run the front brakes to one and the rear brakes to the other, and they're adjustable so I could set the bias front and rear. But the piston was, when I had them both hooked up, the brakes were really stiff, so I moved over to the one side, hooked all the lines up to the one side, and that got me some pretty decent brakes. So maybe if I have to, I can go back to running the rear brakes off one side and the front brakes off the other side. Maybe now that I got dual piston brakes up front, maybe that'll give my pedal enough movement and it won't be so stiff. So if this doesn't work, then I can try that. Well, of course, it just happened to be raining today, so don't know if I'll be any more test rides in today, but I'm gonna loosen this strap here and move this thing back out of the weather. See if this did the trick on the brake here. Oh, that's much firmer. Works every time. Maybe if it stops raining here soon, I'll be able to get a test ride in. But the brake pedal is definitely much more firm now. So maybe that fixed it. Well, the weather's finally straightened up, so let's take this cross cart out and give these brakes a run for their money. are way better. Stop. Oh yeah, brakes are a lot better now. They're only going to get better as they bed in. Well guys, that was a cold ride, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.